Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, why am I still stuck in the same place? Why do I have so many dreams, but so little progress? Everybody wants success. Everybody wants results. But not everybody is willing to pay the price. And that price is discipline. Without discipline, dreams remain dreams. Without discipline, goals fade into frustration. We often blame everything else, lack of time, money, or support. But what if the real reason is you? Or more specifically, your lack of discipline? What would your life look like if you did what you needed to do, even when you didn't feel like it? How many opportunities have you lost? Not because you weren't talented, but because you weren't consistent. When you hear the word discipline, what comes to your mind? Do you think of harsh rules, cold routines, strict regimens? Well, let's clear that up. Motivation feels good. It gives you energy, fire, excitement. But the truth is, motivation is a guest. It shows up when it wants. It's not loyal. It's not dependable. Discipline, on the other hand, is what stays when motivation leaves. It's that quiet voice that says, I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway. That's what real discipline is. Not the fire at the start, but the slow burn that keeps the engine running long after motivation has disappeared. This isn't about showing off or doing more than others. It's not about pushing yourself to the edge or burning out to prove a point. Real discipline is calm, intentional, and deeply personal. It means doing what needs to be done even when no one is watching, even when there's no applause, and even when it's boring. It's not glamorous, but it works. Discipline is making decisions that match your goals, not your mood. That's it. Your goals say, wake up early. Your mood says, just 5 more minutes. Your goals say, stick to the budget. Your mood says, one little splurge won't hurt. Your goals say, focus and finish this task. Your mood says, let me scroll through my phone real quick. Discipline is choosing your goals again and again, no matter how your feelings try to negotiate otherwise. And let's be honest, your feelings will always try to negotiate. You don't have to run a marathon to prove you're disciplined. Let's look at discipline in everyday life. Waking up early even when your bed feels like heaven. Saying no to eating out because you have financial goals. Choosing water over soda. Turning off Netflix so you can read a chapter of that book. Praying, meditating, or journaling every morning. Even when your mind is racing. Cleaning your room or workspace even though no one will notice. These are small decisions, but they shape your day. And your days shape your life. That's why we say, discipline is destiny in disguise. Now I want you to reflect, honestly, humbly. Don't answer this to impress anyone. This is just for you. What's one thing you know you should be doing daily, but you keep postponing? Is it studying? Starting that side hustle? Calling your mom back? Reading? Praying? Eating better? Write it down. Don't just think it. Write it. Because awareness is a first step toward growth. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just human. But now that you know better, you can start doing better. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Stay consistent. Be kind to yourself when you slip. But always come back to your goals. Let's be honest for a moment. We live in a world that glorifies talent. Praises dreams, celebrates potential. But what nobody really talks about is the ugly truth behind all of that. Here it is. No matter how gifted, talented, smart, or passionate you are, if you lack discipline, you will not grow. You will not progress. And eventually, your potential will rot into regret. You may know someone who's naturally good at something. Maybe they draw beautifully, sing effortlessly, or have sharp business instincts. But watch closely. If they don't put in the work, their gift begins to fade. Discipline is what polishes talent into greatness. Discipline is what turns a spark into a flame. Talent is a seed. But without discipline, that seed never grows. Ask yourself, what gift have I been given that I'm slowly wasting because I'm not watering it with daily effort? We all dream. We dream of financial freedom. We dream of starting that business. We dream of a healthier body, a better relationship, a more meaningful life. But Without discipline, dreams don't become reality. They just stay as pretty thoughts in our minds. And here's the truth. If you keep dreaming without acting, it's not ambition, it's fantasy. Discipline is the difference. It's the alarm clock you don't snooze. It's the gym session you show up to when you're tired. It's saying no to distractions because you remember what you're fighting for. Ask yourself this. Am I really chasing my dream, or am I just daydreaming about it and calling it progress? Think of your goal as one end of a river, and your result, the outcome you're craving, is on the other side. What connects the two? The bridge. And that bridge is made of steel, brick, and sweat. That bridge is discipline. Without it, you're stuck staring at the other side, wishing and waiting. And every day you don't build that bridge, the current of life pulls you further away from it. Ask yourself this. Am I building my bridge, or am I still just standing on the shore, hoping a boat magically appears? Here's what nobody likes to hear. You can plan all you want. You can journal, vision board, and brainstorm. But if you're not putting in consistent effort every single day, it's all just noise. Execution beats inspiration. Consistency beats hype. You don't need more ideas. You need more discipline to execute the ones you already have. Today, take one of your best ideas and do one real action toward it. Not research, not thinking, action. Let's bring this home with some everyday examples. You say you want abs. You say you want to be strong, healthy, and fit. But every day you skip the workout, eat whatever's easy, sleep late and wake up late. That's not a lack of ability. It's a lack of discipline. And over time, that gap between what you want and what you do, it becomes painful. Discipline is showing up to the gym on days you don't feel like it. Discipline is choosing water when soda calls your name. Discipline is going to bed when Netflix wants you to stay. You have an amazing business idea. You've talked about it to your friends. You've even named it, maybe made a logo, but that's where it ends. No website, no product, no outreach, no learning. The dream is there, but the discipline is not. And guess what? Someone with less talent but more discipline is going to start a business and win while you're still getting ready. Discipline doesn't guarantee success, but a lack of it guarantees failure. I'm not here to make you feel guilty. I'm not here to shame you. I'm just here to lovingly remind you of something powerful. Progress isn't magical. It's intentional. It's not about how badly you want it. It's about how consistently you work for it. And if you don't have the results you want yet, look at your discipline before you blame your destiny. What one area of your life is craving more discipline? And what's one step you can take today to start showing up for it? Let's take a moment to be real, not with the world, but with ourselves. Sometimes the greatest battle we fight isn't out there. It's not against time, money, or circumstances. It's the quiet war we wage inside our own minds. And the most dangerous part of that war, the lies we tell ourselves just to stay comfortable. Tomorrow feels safe, doesn't it? It feels like a cushion, an extra chance we think we always have. But the truth is, tomorrow is a liar too. It's not promised, and it doesn't have the magic we think it does. Every time we say, I'll start tomorrow, what we're really saying is, I'm not willing to face the discomfort of starting today. We push our dreams to the side. We postpone growth. And the saddest part? Tomorrow turns into next week. Next week becomes next year. And one day, we wake up and realize we've been running in circles for years. How many things in your life are still on pause because you've been waiting for the perfect tomorrow? This one sounds innocent, even reasonable. But here's the hard truth. Motivation is a mood, not a strategy. It comes and goes like the weather. If you rely on it, your life becomes inconsistent, unpredictable, and unstable. What really creates results isn't motivation. It's discipline. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it. Especially then. Think about a farmer. They don't wait for the perfect mood to plant seeds. They just show up, rain or shine, because they know the harvest depends on consistency, not feelings. How many opportunities have passed you by because you were waiting to feel ready? This one, it's deep because it feels true. We think we need to have it all figured out. The right resources, the perfect timing, total confidence. But here's what no one tells you. You become ready by starting. You learn by trying. You grow by showing up messy, scared, uncertain, and doing it anyway. Saying, "I'm not ready," is often a way to hide from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But if you keep hiding, you'll keep shrinking. What if the version of you who's ready only shows up after you take that first step? Now, don't be too hard on yourself. These lies aren't always intentional. They're emotional shields. Our way of protecting ourselves from discomfort, from change, from the unknown. But comfort is not the same as peace, and avoidance is not the same as safety. The truth is, these lies steal our time, our potential, and our future. So here's a quiet challenge for you. Be honest with yourself. No camera, no audience, just you and your truth. What excuse have you believed for so long that it now feels like reality? Is it, "I don't have time"? Is it, "I'm too old or too young"? Is it, "People like me don't succeed"? Whatever it is, it's time to let it go. Because until you face that lie, you'll keep living below your potential, waiting for a breakthrough that only discipline can bring. It's okay to start small. It's okay to feel scared. What matters is that you stop lying to yourself and start moving, even if it's just an inch at a time. Because when you replace your lies with truth, your life begins to change, quietly, gradually, but powerfully. When we talk about discipline, most people imagine something big, something extreme. They picture waking up at 4 a.m. every day, working out for hours, building businesses overnight, or completely changing their lives in a single leap. But let me tell you a truth that might just set you free. Discipline isn't always loud. It doesn't always roar. In fact, the most powerful kind of discipline is often quiet, unseen, simple. We call it microdiscipline. Microdiscipline means doing small, intentional actions every single day, even when they seem too small to matter. It's reading just 10 pages of a book daily. It's practicing a new skill for just 30 focused minutes. It's saying no to scrolling for an hour and choosing to write, study, or reflect instead. It's not glamorous. It won't get you applause. But here's the miracle. It compounds. 10 pages a day might feel small, but in a year, that's over 3,600 pages. That's at least 12 full books. Books that could change your thinking, open new doors, and elevate your life. 30 minutes of focused effort every day on one skill. Whether it's learning to code, editing videos, writing stories, or mastering your craft. That's 180 hours in a year. Enough time to go from complete beginner to someone with real, usable skill. That's what microdiscipline does. It turns average days into extraordinary outcomes. Because your brain doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency. And the beautiful thing about small actions is they're manageable. You're not fighting your willpower all the time. You're just showing up day after day, brick by brick. And eventually, without shouting, without spectacle, you build a life you're proud of. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to do it all in one day. You just need to do something every day. That's the quiet power of microdiscipline. It doesn't demand a lot, but it gives everything back in return. What small habit could you start today that would shift your life in 1 year? What have you been delaying because it didn't feel big enough? If you committed to 30 minutes a day toward your dream, what could you achieve by this time next year? So here's your challenge. Pick one small action that aligns with your dream. Start today, do it again tomorrow, and let time do its work. Because the truth is, you don't need to rush. You just need to show up. That's the power of microdiscipline. Let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Pain is part of life. No matter who you are, no matter how careful you try to be, you cannot escape pain. But here's the truth most people ignore. You get to choose which kind of pain you live with. And that one choice, it can either break your future or build it. Discipline is not easy. Waking up earlier than you want, saying no to distractions, go to the gym when your body just wants to sleep, reading instead of scrolling, working when you feel like quitting. That hurts. But you know what else hurts? Realizing years have passed and you're in the same place. Watching people succeed while you stayed comfortable. Seeing your dream job go to someone else. Looking back and thinking, if only I had been more consistent. That's the pain of regret, and it's far heavier. I want you to think about your own life right now. What's one thing you've been avoiding because it's uncomfortable? Is it going back to school? Is it starting that business? Is it finally getting serious about your health? Is it writing that book? Is it walking away from toxic relationships? Every time you say, I'll do it later, you're trading short-term comfort for long-term pain. A lot of the pain we face in life isn't random. It's not because of bad luck or some grand cosmic injustice. It's simply the result of poor choices made over and over again. An undisciplined life leads to avoidable suffering. Poor health from neglecting your body, avoidable. Broken relationships from not communicating well, avoidable. Career stagnation from lack of effort or focus, avoidable. Financial struggle from spending recklessly, avoidable. And when these things catch up to us, and they always do, it hurts even more than the discipline would have, because by then, time has passed. And time is the one thing we don't get back. I want you to really think about this next question. Not just hear it, feel it. What will it cost you in 5 years if you continue living like this? What dream might die? What version of yourself might you never become? What peace might you lose? What opportunity might never come again? You owe it to yourself to reflect on that, not from a place of fear, but from a place of honest self-respect. Here's a gentle reminder. Discipline is not punishment. It's self-love in action. It's you saying, I care enough about my future to do the hard things today. It's setting boundaries, not to restrict yourself, but to protect your goals. Discipline doesn't limit your freedom. It creates it. Because when you're disciplined, you build confidence, you build structure, you build momentum, and you build a life you don't have to escape from. Yes, discipline is painful, but that pain has a purpose. It strengthens you, it humbles you, it builds something lasting. Regret, on the other hand, it leaves you with nothing but what-ifs and wasted time. So ask yourself again, which pain are you willing to choose today so you don't have to suffer later? You're stronger than you think, and your future deserves your discipline. Humble guide for real people who want real change. Before we dive into these steps, I want you to understand something simple but powerful. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent, even when it's hard. You don't need to transform overnight. You just need to decide and then take small, honest steps daily. Let's be real. Most people fail at discipline because they don't know exactly what they're aiming for. A vague goal like, I want to be successful is not a goal. It's a wish, a hope, a feeling. Discipline needs direction. Write down your goals, not in your head, on paper or digitally. Make them clear, specific, and non-negotiable. Example, I want to read more. I will read 10 pages every night before bed. When your goal is clear, it's easier to discipline yourself because you're not guessing what to do. You're just following a decision you already made. What goal in my life deserves to become non-negotiable? Discipline becomes easier when your life is structured to support your goals. You don't rise to the level of your intentions. You fall to the level of your systems. A good routine turns discipline from a fight into a habit. Wake up and sleep at regular times. Schedule time blocks for what matters: learning, health, reflection, or business. Prepare your day in advance. Don't leave it to chance. A routine reduces the number of decisions you have to make. Less mental energy, fewer temptations, more consistency. Does my daily routine reflect the future I say I want? Discipline isn't just about doing the right thing. It's also about not doing the wrong thing. Temptation is everywhere, and it's usually one click or one swipe away. You can't fight distraction with willpower alone. You need to eliminate the enemy. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Log out of apps that steal your time. Keep your workspace clean and clear. Say no to environments or people that pull you away from your purpose. Your focus is your fuel. Distractions drain it silently until your day is gone. And with it, your momentum. What is stealing my focus? And why am I allowing it to stay? There's no discipline without accountability, even if it's just to yourself. When you track your effort, you give yourself clarity, encouragement, and a sense of progress. Without tracking, you'll either overestimate your efforts or forget your failures. Every week, take 10 minutes to review. What did I do well? What did I skip? What can I do better next week? Keep a simple journal or use an app like Notion, Google Sheets, or even pen and paper. Reviewing your week helps you stay aligned and prevents drifting. It teaches you to be kind but honest with yourself. If I keep doing what I did this week, where will I be in 6 months? Discipline doesn't mean self-punishment. It means delayed gratification, not no gratification. It's okay to celebrate small wins. In fact, you should. Reward gives your brain a reason to keep going. Set mini goals with built-in rewards. Example, if I write daily for 14 days, I'll treat myself to a new book. Keep your rewards healthy and motivating, not something that undoes your progress. When you acknowledge progress, you train your mind to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. This is how discipline becomes sustainable. How often do I give myself credit for trying, not just succeeding? You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. Let that quote sit with you, because it means this. Your dreams are valid, but they're not enough. Without discipline, your dreams remain potential. With discipline, they become results. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be the one who shows up, day by day, no matter how you feel. That's where your transformation begins. So tell me, which of these 5 steps are you ready to commit to this week? Not perfectly, but honestly. You say you want change. You say you want results. But the universe doesn't respond to intentions. It responds to discipline. Remember this. No matter your dreams, no matter your talent, without discipline, there's no result. If you want the success, you have to earn it through consistency, effort, and focus. What's stopping you from being disciplined today? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe for more raw truths that push you forward. Stay hungry, stay focused, and never forget, no discipline, no result. See you in the next one.